Road to the Plaque, episode 4 is here, and this episode will follow the same structure as the last two, which many people seem to be enjoying. So we'll start with a leaderboard and elo check as of Tuesday, and then we'll get into the Reverend 4. So this is hinting / showing directly at some points the new way in which I'm playing Star Pack, and that's going to lead into the next episode. But anyway, 4 really interesting games there. Then we finish with an interview with Bread Gaming, a beloved member of the community. And before we jump into that, I just want to say a quick thank you. I'm one of the last few people uploading ranked Super Auto Bets content, and to see people engaging with it, people starting their own rank climbs for the first time, it's been really encouraging. So as a wholesome moment right here, thank you. Please like and subscribe and keep whatever momentum we can going here, because this series is really fun to do and I want to keep doing it. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into episode 4. Okay, we are recording this Tuesday morning, my time, Monday night, American time. The leaderboard is really heating up, and it features your boy, KULKKAS, the Reverend. I'm on the leaderboard, 21st at the time of recording. Top 1%, there's 20 days left, so we're 10 days in, but we're really starting to see separation. Headed by CouchSap. I don't know who this is. It's obviously a dojo player. I don't know who. 4th place Bread Gaming, who we're going to interview later. But yeah, I'll focus more on the top of the leaderboard in later weeks. I want to look at the games that I had that led up to me reappearing on the leaderboard, because I think they're juicy. And I think you're going to enjoy them. Okay, let me establish something before we start. Competitive Super Auto Pets is a copycat league. And you hear that said about literally any competition in the world, every sport imaginable. Oh, it's a copycat league. And of course it is, because when you bring a whole bunch of minds together, generally people will find the best thing and then they'll copy that, of course. And without spoiling too much about my next Road to the Plaque episode, the current way that Star Pack is viewed, so remember, before the most recent update, everything people were doing almost from turn 1 in Star Pack was leading towards the Ammonite line. Ammonite is now nerfed, and in the competitive circles, the way that people view how you should play the early game, I'm hearing the same thing parroted a lot, and it revolves around Shima, Strawberries, into Pelican or Shubil or whatever later. I disagree, and I don't want to spoil too much about my next video, but I respectfully disagree. I'm zagging. I have a different philosophy about the best way to play Star Pack now. Am I right? Am I wrong? According to this game number 1, I'm probably wrong, because I am on 1 life. My opponent is on 6. And they've got the guys. They have got the guys. It's turn 10. Let's see. You're going to see a common thread in these games. And then my theorem that I've been labbing, let's see if it actually comes to fruition. Next episode, I'm going to do 10 games and recap them all. And in all 10 games, I'm following the same... Anyway, you're going to see that next episode. It's going to be good. For today, we're going to enjoy 4 games. Here's game number 1. I need to reverse sweep this match. I haven't won a single battle so far, but I do have a donkey. Come to the front, Mr. Saiga Antelope. And this is actually a really fascinating game, how it played out. I win comfortably here as a result of the Saiga. You'll see a Vulture on my team. You don't often see Vulture builds in competitive Star Pack, because people are headed other directions. There's a Starfish. I'm becoming a Starfish doubter as time goes on. I don't like... By the way, look at that shop. I don't like the amount of RNG that I have to rely on to get it. Obviously, you head towards... Nice chocolate cake. You head towards the Starfish, but I'm more often selling out of my level 3 cell pet before I get into the position where I have to force it. And here we have the Vulture Spino combo. I get him down to 4 lives. So this is really tricky here. This Poison Dart Frog's going to be level 2, which means it's going to be doing 8 damage. It's still level 1, which is lucky. I allow them to start fleeing me now. There is a counter in Star Pack for this, but I think this gives me a chance to win now. My Vulture has low health, so it's probably not going to get sniped. But it's doing the sniping, baby! And without the Poison Dart Frog being level 2, we're going to take another life. Now this guy's, or girl, is still in the driver's seat because I'm not scaling anymore. But what I do have is a very interesting setup. So I go for middle Spino. I'm expecting tomatoes of some kind, but this guy, the Orca and then the Pug are going to be the first to be sniped. And the front Orca, you'll see it, into their slug, is actually going to farm me some stats before the PDF gets to trigger. They've got a Beluga at the back. They've got hopes in their hearts. But look at the Spino Vulture, man. Chipping away. Death by 1,000 lashes. They're down to 2 lives. I fully was expecting this game to be over by now. Now it's level 3 Vulture. Hello, buddy. And I do this in case of double tomato. And there is a tomato. So here come the stats. The Pug's almost dead. The Spino's almost dead, 1 health. I'm running a middle Spino and it is working. And then, like, they didn't... I don't know what they were planning exactly. I'm guessing they rolled a lot and didn't find it. But they've bailed me out. They've moved off the flea if you hadn't noticed. And I decide I'm gonna health buff the hell out of this. Because I'm factoring in tomato taking away 10 health. And then it's still not gonna be one of the first snipe by the PDF. That's my thoughts. And the tomato moves to 3rd position, curiously. Now it's a warthog at the front. I get a nightcrawler into a daycrawler. And now this PDF is going to get busy. But you can probably tell right now, they just don't have enough. A boxfish of all things? And we take the win. So a miraculous reverse sweep. With this is, pay attention, this is my board. Just pay attention. Are you paying attention? All right, let's get into the next one. This one comes against Pycorp, Unicorn player. We're seeing not a Mothman, but Mothmen and ailment givers. And you're seeing me heading towards summons. I don't want to spoil the next video too much, but I'm really changing the way that I play the pack. And it's hard. I turn 32 next week, man. It is hard to rewire my brain, if I'm being completely honest. Anyway, I'll touch on that next video. I want to link into the next video because it's related to this, but I don't want to just like spoil what's coming because I'm so excited for the next episode. Here we have Reverend hard rolling Anteater or Peelbug or Bass, finding none of them, but remaining resilient. That's some big Mothmen. Rather large Mothmen. But Anteater is so incredibly good. We take a 1 HP win. You love to take lives off Unicorn early. And now we proceed with... Can Reverend find his Anteater or Peelbug? No. No. Still no. I end up taking these pairs because I just need some improvements. But it's a tough couple of turns. I decide this positioning is best. Is it best? Probably not. Here comes the Pandora's box. Dazes my Anteater, but gives Yggdrasil fruit to my Stork. Down to 2 lives goes Pycorp, but with Unicorn, I swear Unicorn can just turn around their board quicker than any other pack. Now I hit the level. I skip. I'm not interested. In the words of GSP, I'm not impressed with your performance. And here comes the Mandrake. Very smart purchase by Pycorp. Now my Stork has no value, but wait. It gets dazed. Oh no, that happened after. Okay, moving on. Nice Mothman. You might get me here. Psych, nice cheese. Copies my ants. But he has Assault, so we draw. Now I'm scared. I'm like, uh-oh, not scaling. Wait a second, there's a Vulture. You were good to me last game. There's a Sabertooth. You fit with what we're doing here. Isn't it interesting how this early game line I'm playing caters really well to where we're going here? Look for the level. Do you leech your Saber on 5 lives? Some would. In fact, none would. Every other Star Pack player would have 18 strawberries, even against Unicorn Pack. Dazing my Stork once again. Bang! Bang! Piecorp, you're in trouble. How does Piecorp get out of this? Unicorn Pack players, you can theory craft in your head after you like and subscribe the video. I'm recording this, like, when I said Tuesday morning, I mean like 1:26 a.m. Lath has had a fever and we're taking turns staying awake. And I caffeinated in order to do this, and now I'm over-caffeinated at 1:26 a.m. What better time to record Super Auto Bets content? Here comes the Red Dragon, you son of a gun. Reverend, you could have played around it, but you didn't. Now your Vulture's dead. Now this Mothman is gigantic. We go pretty close to drawing anyway, but here's a baller move. Are you ready for this? It's happening really slow. I'm sorry, that was anticlimactic. That was an elked marmoset. Bang. Bang. Roll once. Oh, a front real Velociraptor. Perk on the Vulture. Nice red dragon. Would be a shame if the crisp was instantly overwritten. Piecorp. Oh, you're gonna have to do more than that, mate. To beat the Reverend! GG's, Piecorp, whoever you are. Let's go on to game number 2. Or game number 3. This game was truly bizarre. We've gone from Golden Pack to Unicorn Pack to Turtle Pack. My opponent, Codenames Enjoyer, was like 1670 ELO, so they were close to leaderboard. And they had got camel and fish, both with separate turtle pills. And it was just really awkward for me to work around this. And the skunk. But I have Vulture again. This time level 2 orangutan in support. And you'd think you would want, even though there's double chocolate and chop, you'd think you'd want starfish here. Would generally be the, it'd be a nice little stat buff, wouldn't it? But instead I see piranha. There's a chocolate. I skip Vulture. I'm on 2 lives, by the way. And I think I might have just enough. How many lives are they on? 5. They've got Turkey Monkey supporting some kind of pivot on 5 lives. This is scary. Good breakpoint. Kill the monkey. But we miss. We're 1 trigger away. Or 2 health away, and I go to lethal. Codenames Enjoyer with this bizarre lineup had me on the ropes. There's a leech. Leech, piranha, orangutan, that's normally the dream, but it's 1 life, it's too slow. Ibex goes great with a Vulture build. But I need something more, and I'm going to push for level 2 piranha. Perhaps greedy, perhaps wrong. Spaghetti, spaghetti, second position. Pop the melon. Remove the melon. Cuttlefish. Insult to injury. Reverend takes a life. Codename. Oh wait, they're on 2 health? They were not on, I swear they were on 5 health earlier. I don't know, maybe I can't read. Yggdrasil fruit. Join the party. It's a party and everyone's invited. Spino! I can put it at the back because a sneaky croc won't do it because orangutan is in support. It's a level 2 piranha. Oh no, no. Pop your melon. Remove your melon. Enhance that image. Brahma chicken buffs my Vulture. That's permanent as well. And the Vulture Spino combo gets there. Lethal v lethal. That's the second time a Brahma chicken has buffed one of my units from a stalker or an orca. A stalker? No. I retract what I just said. It's a back Vulture. It's an Yggdrasil fruit on an orangutan. Here comes the mammoth tiger. He's desperate for any tempo that'll get him over the line, but I'm just too big. You missed your chance. In the words of Kelly Clarkson, you had your chance, you blew it. Out of sight, out of mind. Shut your mouth, I just can't take it. Again and again and again. And again, I'm running Vulture. By the way, when I say that I disagree with how Starpack is played, I'm not saying you only run Hard Force Vulture. I'm not competitive Yoguru. But there's something in the way that I'm getting to him that is, yeah, next video, be ready. It's going to be like an hour and it's going to be sick. Let's go to the last game. Okay, hilariously, I referenced this player in my interview with Max Wu. T-Disc. Team Tour organizer, one of like the leaders of Team Tour. And a well-respected player, but this is actually someone called Porter. Shout out Porter. Who has taken the name T-Disc. I had Toad, so I was like, does Porter know the tech? And he does. If a star pack player goes Toad, the puppy pack player goes Whale Shark. I respectfully said, well played, good sir. I will sell my Toad. And I did sell my Toad. And I have tempo, tempo, tempo. 4 lives to 3. It's turn 7. I can take my level. I thought about Swordfish, really interesting. I go Woodpecker to peck the wood and things and such. We get up for the Starfish breakpoint. We stack. Let's go Backhawk. I was afraid of him going to Toy Gun and killing my Pug starter battle, so we'll go back Pug. Look at his Bilby Whale Shark tech. Do I have enough to win here? Oh, it's the most annoying... Can we rewind that? Anteater, you're normally good to me. Look at this Anteater just absolutely sell. If this Anteater goes here... Wait. Buffs Pug. Oh, in that case, it's fine. Just make sure this Anteater hits the Hawk. Why? Why? And against Puppy Pack, experienced players know... Puppy Pack, it feels similar to Golden. You need to be taking lives in these turns because you know how scary their late game... Unicorn's the same, I guess. Like, if you're playing against it, you missing that, you might be like, oh, whatever, it's just a draw. But look at my board. Like, I'm not really building up. I'm very much so living in the now, the tempo now. So that was annoying. He's got 2 big units, but I position well. This time... I'm trusting that there's going to be no Toy Gun, and there isn't, and I can take a win. Down to 2 lives goes T-Disc, aka Porter. And, like, the pressure is on, because essentially this is no different to any other match, but I know that there's a Vulture in shop and I'm going to buy it, firstly. Secondly, I know that this one will get me to the leaderboard if I win. So what does he do? What does he bring in? He brings in a Tar. That's scary. And it almost kills my Pug, but it doesn't. My tempo is doing its job. Down goes Porter to 1 life. You can sell the Hawk. We bring in the Vulture. You think about a Pepper there in case the Toy Gun comes. But instead, no, I skip it and I level. And now strap in for this one, people. Strap in. Porter does what I would consider like the win later or win never approach. He doesn't purely try to win this one match. He says, hopefully I have enough here. And then I have Lobster to set up on turn 11. And have a look at this. The Vulture is going to have a trigger after this ant dies. If it hits the Whale Shark, game over. If it hits the Lobster, draw. When that happened, I almost woke up Lath. I'm pretty sure I made a sound that was something along the lines of... Because now I have to deal with a turn 11 Puppy Pack board that has 2 Lobsters enhancing it. So what do you do here? Even if I find Starfish, I'm probably skipping it because his mom said, I just need it. I need to win right now. And I should have frozen that baguette, but I didn't. I opt for this positioning, and let's pause. With all due respect to Porter, the Lobsters were not of much use, but a back Stonefish with Melon is scary. But I'm big enough. And we're seeing some common trends throughout these 4 games, which I'm going to expand on in detail in the next video. So yeah, just to close this part of the video out, apologies I couldn't get any live commentaries this week. It's just not been a good week for it, but I hope you enjoyed that nonetheless. We're back on the leaderboard. There's 20 days left, and that's sort of why I want to experiment now, because if I can figure some things out now, that should propel me later, which is exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for Saturday's video, where you'll see probably close to an hour of gameplay, I think. But for now, let's jump over to our interview with the one, the only, Bread Gaming. Okay, viewers, you are going to enjoy this interview if you're interested in the power balance of the Super Auto Pets packs, if you're interested in getting good at Super Auto Pets, or if you just want to get to know a very lovable member of the community, and that is the one, the only, Bread Gaming. Welcome, Bread.
Hello. First I'd like to excuse my accent.
You are Romanian.
Yes, I am a Romanian.
Am I correct in assuming that you are the top Romanian player?
Yes, you are. The only one I know besides myself is Goldimon, but I don't think he plays anymore.
He's retired. You would absolutely crush Goldimon. So that means, imagine you're Bread Gaming, everyone, and you're walking down the street in Romania, and you're in your head, you're like, there's not a single person that I'm walking past that could beat me in Super Auto Pets.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking all the time, actually.
Unless I come to Romania, and then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I have a real challenge then.
Okay, so I want to get into your rise as a player. Anyone in the comp scene is familiar with you. Many non-comp players may know you as well. But let's start here, Bread. I think this is like a question you have to ask anytime you're doing a Super Auto Pets interview. What was your path into initially Super Auto Pets and then into competitive SAP?
So first Super Auto Pets. I just kind of found the game on YouTube, I think. First with Ludwig, like many others.
Like many others, yeah.
Yeah. And then I started playing the game, just arena. Had some fun. Got all the Pack 1 challenge, Pack 1 achievements. And then YouTube recommended me some other silly YouTubers. Like yourself, and Sag, and Grounded Hubs, and many others.
Yep. So you branched beyond the Ludwig bubble.
Yeah, I left that behind for a much better community.
Yeah, that's true. So then you can tell me if I'm wrong here, Bread, but my memory is that I joined in season 8 and then you joined in season 9, and I'm confident that's true because you and I played. We won't talk about the result. But
oh fuck.
but
we don't talk about season 9, Bread.
so that's the point. You came in and you were one of these like lovable rookies. Not necessarily based on your skill, though. Like in the Max Wu interview, I talked about how very quickly people were like, Max is not your normal rookie. But you had a slower, rough kind of start. But then you got good really quickly. You went from like lovable guy to a genuine threat in the competitive space. So what happened? What was the process from lovable to good?
I first started with Pack 2 because I didn't want to play Pack 1 because everyone was playing it.
Yep.
But I was actually really bad at it because I'm more of a tempo player. And you need to be really good at scaling with Pack 2. And it took me a while to get decent at that Pack 2. And the second season, season 10, I started playing pack 1 and somehow just really got good at it really fast because in my first week I was playing a really good player, Cham.
Chum, shout out Chum Guzzler.
Yeah, and I really wanted to beat him, but was very scared. So I switched from pack 2 to pack 1 to have a chance, and somehow just swept.
You swept him.
That was such a hype set.
Brad, can we just pause there? I am extremely depressed.
Yeah.
The whole point of this series that I'm doing is to invite people into the versus community and versus gameplay. And the point I've been trying to make is that the packs are relatively even and that any pack you choose, you can become a threat on. And then I bring on you, and what you say is, yeah, so I was trying to have fun and not play Turtle Pack, and then I switched to Turtle Pack and I got good.
Uh, yeah, but now all the packs are better. The
Yeah,
balance is better.
yeah, to be fair, that pack 2 that you were playing on then is not the pack 2 that exists now, and Turtle Pack doesn't have
Yeah.
the same oppressive lead, right, over the other packs.
No, pack 2 is actually better than pack 1.
Wow, that see, okay, you've led into the whole point I wanted to have you on today. Bread is someone who will dabble in all packs. We'll get to where you sit on the leaderboard, and me actually. Actually, no, just you. We'll get to where you sit on the leaderboard later. But you're someone that is not afraid in set sometimes, or just in general, to play a variety of packs. And I don't think I agree with the consensus on where the packs lie in terms of strongest to weakest. But then again, I don't play all the packs. I only see it from a star pack perspective. So I'm curious to know what you think. Can we go through and rank, in your opinion, the strongest to weakest packs for people who might not have the experience that you do? Let's start. What do you have right now, Brett, as the strongest pack?
My strongest pack, I think
Not
it's pack 2.
not for you,
The one I think,
yeah, like not just for you personally, but for everyone.
yeah. But it's really close to pack 1.
So do you have
Both
do
are
you, do you
very
have
close.
Turtle or Puppy as the strongest pack right now?
Puppy.
I agree. And I've heard
Yeah,
some.
it's so strong.
It's so strong because for people who haven't been in the comp scene, I'll get back to your thoughts in a second, Brett. But I should explain the whole thing with Puppy Pack for the longest time was that it had the strongest late game. So your job in the early rounds, and it took a lot of skill in the early rounds to navigate into the late game with lives in hand and building enough tempo, but also setting up for the late game and the classic Puppy Pack pivot. But right now, it feels to me like they can have their cake and eat it too. They can play. Puppy Pack players can play incredible tempo, and then they can still seamlessly transition. Is that how you feel as well, Brett?
That's exactly how I feel.
And you have
It's
it.
really, really fucking strong.
Yeah. So thanks for demonetizing the video. So you've got Puppy Pack number 1.
Oops.
No, it's okay. And I do as well. How close is Turtle to Puppy in your mind? Because I'm assuming you've got Turtle Pack number 2.
I think it all depends on how you start the game. Like, whichever player gets luckier with a better tempo start.
So you think if you have, like, let's say we have Kyogre or whoever you think the best player in the world is playing themselves.
Maxwell.
Yeah, sure. Let's say it's Maxfu versus Maxwell or whoever it is playing each other, but they're both Maxwus are using, one's using Turtle, one's using Puppy. You think the difference at the moment just comes down to early shop luck?
I think so. Because if you get lives in the end game, Pack 2 just should win, but Pack 1 could just out tempo.
Yeah. Okay, you have more knowledge than me, but I would tend to agree with that. If it kind of feels accurate. I just want to say the gameplay the viewers are seeing behind. There's a guy called Major Minecraft who plays a lot, and he only
I know that guy.
he only plays Danger Pack at the moment. He used to play Unicorn Pack. The gameplay behind is just him. He bought a single pigeon, that pigeon from Danger Pack, and then he just ran that for 7 rounds. He didn't buy a single other pet. So there's nothing to see here with the gameplay, people. I apologize for that. I just needed something to have in the background. Okay, so you've got Puppy 1. You've got Turtle close behind at 2. I often see differences in opinion after that. What do you have as 3?
I think Pack 4 is really strong right now.
So you and I are in alignment. That would also be my 1, 2, 3 in the same order. Let me ask you a question. How close do you think Golden Pack is to the top 2 packs right now?
Honestly, it's really close. I've been getting my ass whooped by Kai on Pack 4.
You can't try to be family friendly and then pause and then say the family friendly thing and then change back to the demonetized one, Brett. I'm sorry. Continue. So you've been getting destroyed by Kai.
Editing Rev.
Yeah, editing Rev is on strike. This is going in. Okay, so Kyogre's been destroying you on Golden. What is it about Golden that has it so close to the top 2 packs then?
The honeydew melon really helped it a lot.
Yeah, new tier 5 perk.
Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It just feels really strong.
So for someone who maybe doesn't play, yeah, I'm gonna ask for more, but I'll frame the question. For someone who doesn't play Golden Pack or doesn't play against it much, how has stuff like the honeydew melon buffed the pack so much?
Well, now you got a really good perk that actually blocks some HP, and it's also deals damage. And this pack really needed something like this, because it only got the pita bread before.
Yeah, it had pita bread and it had potato, but neither of those...
Yeah.
They were both very situational, whereas honeydew melon is just like an easy 3 gold upgrade to your team, I guess. So if you've got Puppy and Turtle into Golden, do you have a big drop to your 4th pack, or do you think there's a fourth pack that is fairly close to Golden?
Pack 3 is also really close.
Yes! Okay, but I'm curious to know why. Like, what's your view on the current star pack post Ammonite nerf?
The strawberry line is really it's really, really strong. I think.
This is contrary to the opinion that I am promoting in this video. I disagree with you.
Oh? How so?
I'm glad that you said that though, because it shows that your opinion on this matches the consensus. That's what most people are saying, right? I think... Oh, I don't want to spoil too much about my next video, but my opinion here, Brett, is that it's not... It is strong, but it requires multiple elements of RNG to go from being like okay to great. And on top of that, you then are relying on RNG later if you're heading into Starfish or whatever. And I'm of the opinion that I'm playing Star Pack in a way that is taking RNG out of it. I'm not reliant on RNG whatsoever, and I think it's more consistent, and I think it often leads to significantly better end boards.
Well, you're the Star Pack guy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying goes against what all the other Star Pack players are saying at the moment as well. I'm just a mad scientist. I could be so wrong here. I'm gonna unpack that more fully in the next episode. But you're the versatile man. You know multiple things. So you've got
Yeah, but I don't have that many Star Pack games.
yeah, but you
It's
do
all
play
of my weaker packs.
but you do play against it a fair bit, and just by playing against packs,
Yeah.
you do get informed opinions. Do you have Unicorn next after Star?
No, I have my pack 6.
Oh, you've
Pack
got
6.
Unicorn last. Okay, so you
Yeah.
what would have you putting Danger Pack above Unicorn Pack?
Uh, it's just the transform line is really good,
I hate Rollaway Monkey with
and
all of my heart.
the tier 3 foods are really uh, are so good. I love how you can just make a really huge unit.
Yeah, so I
And it's
see.
simple to play.
I think the scariest thing facing Danger Pack is when you see like an early unit that is being scaled to the moon, and you know that thing's going to get transformed 18 times throughout the match, and you don't know exactly where it's going. I think that is a really scary. And do you think it's fairly consistent? Like, can you do that consistently throughout your matches, Brett?
Um, you can get a huge unit like in every match, but if your opponent has a bigger unit or gets early skunk, you're kinda cooked
Yeah. Okay. So there's
most of the
counterplay to
time.
it. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So I just before we finish the interview here, I just want to firstly thank you for doing that. I'm sure that was helpful to many. But anybody who's in the comp scene already actively knows this and actively thinks about it. But for people who weren't, this gives you an insight into where like an experienced player like Bread would have it. I want to finish though by saying that if you're someone who you're playing, you want to play, you want to main one of those packs that Bread just put towards the bottom, don't be disheartened. Even the worst pack can beat the best pack. It's the closest it's ever been. And you have
That's so true.
resources through your own experiences or getting coaching, like Max said last week. You can really improve faster than you think. And it's been so cool to see people in the comments who are entering ranked for the first time based on this series. And Brett, I want you to give a message to those people. The people who are just playing and they're losing elo or they're not improving as fast as they want. What words of advice would you give to them when they're just starting their journey like you did in Season 9 of Team Tour?
Honestly, just grind a lot. That's how I got decent at the game.
Grind a lot. Who were some of your coaches early that helped you improve a lot?
I haven't gotten that much coaching.
You're a
But
self-made
if you
man,
find
Brett.
a coach, yeah. If you can't find someone to coach you, which in the dojo you can find a lot of people that are nice enough to coach. That really helps a lot.
Very true. Speaking of that, before we go, do you want to shout anyone out from the dojo?
Oh yeah, I wanna shout out to Adrastia's weekly tourney.
There's a
She
tourney
makes
coming up?
yeah, there's a tourney like every week.
Oh,
And
wait.
you can
I'm a little bit out of the loop on these kind of things. Can you explain to the
you
viewers
can
what
win
it...
10 bucks every week if you get number 1.
Yo? Okay, how does it work? Explain it to anyone who might be interested in joining.
It's a tourney that's a best of 1, double elimination. And it's run like every week, every Friday, I think.
Okay, so every Friday, best of 1 elimination tournament. Where can people go if they're interested in joining?
In the link in the description, maybe?
You're adding to my workload? No, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Brett, you send it to me after this. I'll put the link in the description. Anyone who's interested in doing competitive Super Auto Bets tournaments without the long form commitment, you have nothing to lose. You can click that link down below. This is definitely a way to have
Just
fun
a bit
and
of
get
fun.
better. It's a bit of fun, but they are going to have to get through the #1 Romanian player in order to do so.
Yeah. I won like twice.
Because you're a beast, Brett. All right,
That's
everyone.
how I got to
No, please continue.
Pack 6.
Oh,
That's how I got to Pack 6.
that's where you grinded Danger Pack. That's very cool. Everyone, make sure to show some love to Brett down below in the comments. A lot of you already know him, but if you don't, that is Brett. He brought us a lot of helpful intel. And Brett, I want to say thank you for coming on. Brett?
Oh, yeah, I just kind of cut off. It was a pleasure talking with you.
All right. Thanks, Brett.